हरे कृष्ण। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी, जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन, यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन, यमुनातीरावनचारी, यमुनातीरावनचारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी, जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन, यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन, यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन, यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन, यमुनातीरावनचारी, यमुनातीरावनचारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe, Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva, Subhadramai Jaya Sudarshana, Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nittai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nittai Gaura Hari Bol. श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ के श्रील प्रभुपाद के ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयामुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय Devaki Nandanaaya cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Nama Pankajanabhaya Namaha Pankajamaline Nama Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangrahe. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sakrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratvise Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome you all this morning class. So on the occasion of Sri Jagannath Rath Yatra, I would like to discuss some katha or some philosophy behind this Rath Yatra. So, how many of you attended yesterday Rath Yatra? I bet it's very nice. So all of you will go back to Godhead. So first I would like to know from you, what do you think Rath Yatra means? What is Rath Yatra? What is your understanding of Rath Yatra? Anyone? Yeah.
We are inviting.
Adjust the volume. Volume come karo. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. We are inviting the Lord within our hearts.
You are inviting the Lord within your heart.
Before that, we are doing Gundicha Marjam, this cleaning of the heart in one sense.
Yes. How many of you have done Gundicha Marjam? Very nice. So you are doing Gundicha Marjan. With that, what is happening? Our heart is getting clean. Okay, and you are inviting the Lord into your hearts. Very nice. Anyone else? Adarsh.
The Lord is mercifully coming out, giving darshan of the Lord, and the general people who are not aware of the Lord, devotional service, just by taking darshan of the Lord, taking prasadam and chanting the holy names, they are realizing Lord within themselves, and they are able to practice Krishna consciousness, and they are getting so much agyan sukruti that they will become gradually devoted.
Why we are, very nice. Why we are celebrating this Rath Yatra? Why we are celebrating this Rath Yatra? Yeah.
To tell them everyone about Lord Jagannath and awareness creating.
No, that is preaching. But why? This Rath Yatra, who started? No, like philosophically I am asking. Historically or philosophically? Yeah. Yes, many hands.
Hare Krishna. So we are coming in the parampara of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Ah, very good. We are coming in the parampara of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and
we also celebrated this Rath Yatra.
Who?
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself participated in the Rath Yatra. Very good. So, following in your footsteps, we are also celebrating. Very nice. You want to answer? Give to him.
Just like yesterday Radhesham Prabhu was saying that Krishna is going from Kurukshetra to Vrindavan. In the meantime, he is also we are also being a part, pulling the Lord, going to Vrindavan.
Very nice. Krishna is going to Vrindavan from Kurukshetra. He is going or someone is calling him? The gopis are taking Krishna into their hearts, which is like Vrindavan, yes. Anyone else? You want to answer? Same thing, okay.
Krishna Prabhu, Jagannath Swami is so merciful that so he is coming outside and so many people can't see, go to the temple. So with his
that is preaching part. I asked historically, philosophically, something. Anyway, it's a good point. Yeah.
So, just like gopis are pulling the ratha, and we are gopi bhartarpad kamalodasa dashanodasha. So we are supposed to follow the footsteps of gopis. So that is why we are pulling the ratha. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in the mood of Radharani and Jagannath is Krishna, so when they used to, yesterday Radhesham Prabhu explained that how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is having that mood, and he is telling that how Krishna you left Vrindavan and now you are in the rajarsi thought part, but we don't like this. So you have to come to Vrindavan.
Yes, so very nice point.
Jagannath is a king universe. So he come out seeing our प्रजा को देखने आएगा क्या चल रहा है क्या नहीं दर्शन देने के लिए.
Hare Krishna. All of you gave wonderful answers. So, this Rath Yatra is very, if you really see into our Gaudiya Vaishnava Tattva, it's very high. The exchange of moods in this Rath Yatra, what exactly is happening, if you look at it, it's very high. It's on the platform of the highest ecstasy between Radha and Krishna, actually it is. So, to get more into the understanding of this tattva of Lord Jagannath's Rath Yatra, we should read purports of Srila Prabhupada, know what Prabhupada has taught us regarding Jagannath's Rath Yatra, and also to get more into details, you can also read some articles, some books written by His Holiness Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj. Can you increase some volume? It is very low. So I'm, as you all know, we are all busy with the Rath Yatra preparations and all. So I didn't have time much, but I just read few articles of His Holiness Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj, and I would like to speak from that, whatever we can cover in little time. So once in 1934, volume badao na. Once in 1934, 19th May. Okay. His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, he was in Puri and he made one statement. And you know how the statements of Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur will be there. Jai Shri Shri Radha Madhav ki, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki, Shri Shri Jagannath Baladeva Subhadra Sudarshan ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. He is Simha Guru, Lion Guru. His statements are always very bold. So he told, we must take Lord Jagannath in an airplane chariot to eastbound London. There Alanath, Gaudiyanath and Gopinath will appear. We must install the deity of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu everywhere in the world. Otherwise, there will be no auspiciousness for the human race. Which when he told? 1934. He was planning how to take Lord Jagannath in a airplane chariot to London and do Rath Yatra there. That is our Acharya's vision. And who fulfilled that desire? Srila Prabhupada ki. And because of the great preaching work of Srila Prabhupada all over the world, this Rath Yatra is happening all over the world. Every country, every city, this Rath Yatra is happening. New York, London, Durban, Budapest, Melbourne, Moscow, you name any city, you take a globe and throw stone anywhere, wherever it falls, there will be Rath Yatra happening there. Now that, the all glories to Srila Prabhupada. And now though within one city there are Rath Yatras happening in every corner of the city. That is the preaching, that's there now. So, this Rath Yatra, now Lord Jagannath, now when this Rath Yatra started, how many years it had been, when was Lord Jagannath temples was made, it's all very mysterious, And even the form of Lord Jagannath, people have a lot of misconceptions about Lord Jagannath's form. Even my personal example, I don't know who is Jagannath before coming to ISKCON. After coming to ISKCON only I came to know who is Lord Jagannath. Of course now because of social media, WhatsApp, Facebook, everyone gets a message of Rath Yatra and they get to know, so many Rath Yatras are happening and all. Those days, 20 years back, we don't know much about, about news happening outside. We only know once in a year, there's Rath Yatra in Puri, we get some news. So, this Rath Yatra, who is this Jagannath, why his eyes are like that, why he has such a big smile, why he has such a big face. Now what is this form? Many people, they don't know about it. Or they have some misconceptions. Like in Orissa, even in Orissa, there are many people who consider Jagannath as Lord Krishna, Shyam Sundar. And many worship Lord Jagannath as Lord Rama, considered as Lord Rama. And some worship Lord Jagannath as Shiva. Some worship Jagannath as Ganapati. There are many people like that. Whatever they wish, according to their desire, they are doing that. And some worship Jagannath as Buddha, incarnation of Buddha. So there are different misconceptions on this, on the form of the Lord. When Britishers came to India, when they saw this Rath Yatra, when they saw Lord Jagannath, they were very surprised. They were very shocked. They were very surprised to see what a wonderful, Hare Krishna. Such a gathering of people, lakhs of people, without any email, without any WhatsApp, without any public advertisement, such lakhs of people are coming for a festival. And they coined one term called juggernaut. In English, there is a word called juggernaut. How many of you know? Yeah, juggernaut means massive, big. So many people ask, Prabhuji, it is said, this statement, there's a shloka, Ratham cha vamanam drishtva punarjanmana vidyate. No, just by seeing Lord Jagannath on the Rath, is it that we go back to Godhead? Yes? Yes. Yes, certainly there is no doubt about it. But listen what Acharya says about that. I'll just read from Prabhupada's quote. Before that, I'll read one conversation between Gaur Govind Maharaj and one devotee. One devotee is asking, you were saying if one simply sees Lord Jagannath on the Rath cart, he will get mukti, liberation. This means every single person who sees Jagannath will get mukti? Maharaj says, Jagannath the Lord, not Jagannath an idol or wooden murti. Who? Jagannath the Lord. You have to see whom? Jagannath. Lord Jagannath you have to see. Not just the Murti Jagannath. Then you will get mukti. The devotee asks, so that means someone who has prema? And devotee Maharaj says, yes, devotee. It's very popular idea for devotees to say, oh, if you simply go to see Lord Jagannath, you will get liberation. Maharaj says, all right, that is a very good idea. Anyhow, come and see Lord Jagannath. Anyhow, take part. Yes, that is encouragement. You just chant and dance before the Rath. Very nice. This is Maharaj's statement. And Prabhupada, there is a statement from Prabhupada also, conversation. One devotee asked Prabhupada, Prabhupada, can you explain a little more about Rath Yatra? Anyone who takes part in Rath Yatra, are they liberated? Prabhupada says, certainly, they are liberated. Devotee asks, does that mean they will not take birth again? Prabhupada says, yes, they will not take birth again. Provided they take it seriously. Provided they take it seriously. Otherwise, if they keep their mentality differently, then according to mind, one has to get a body. But just like so many boys, they come here in the beginning out of curiosity. Gradually, they get chance of becoming devotees. Similarly, if they take this chance, they get liberated. So it's like a step. And Prabhupada gives one example, very nice example. Anyone who comes to this hospital, like for example, if one simply goes and visits the hospital thinking, now I am cured, how it can be done? If just someone goes to hospital and thinks that now I am cured, he will be cured? No. If I advertise, anyone who comes to hospital, he will be cured of his diseases. That's right. Anyone who comes to hospital will be cured. But provided what? He takes the medication, right? That's a fact. But if he thinks that I have come here, now I am going, then how he will be cured? If one sees Jagannath on the Rath Yatra, his way for liberation is open. But if he comes back again and entangles himself, then one goes to the doctor, he gives injection, the disease is cured. But again he comes back and does the same thing so that he develops this disease again, then. So, whose fault is it? This is called Hasti Snana, elephant's bath. So this is Prabhupada saying that now I have seen Jagannath, my liberation is guaranteed. Now I can do anything. That should not be the mentality. This mentality will not give you liberation. You have seen Jagannath, your sinful activities are now neutralized. Now don't commit them again. Now make progress. So I just want to give some information on this. So, this Rath Yatra what exactly is happening in Rath Yatra we'll try to analyze in few words from our acharyas. So, the form of Jagannath is the embodiment of Krishna's love for Srimati Radharani. What is the form of Jagannath? It is the form of embodiment of Krishna's love for whom? Radharani. Right? Krishna, when he heard the pastimes of Vrindavan, when Mother Rohini was speaking, then he remembered all those devotees, he remembered all those pastimes, and then he went into that ecstasy, that separation, and that's how he manifested that form. So this is the embodiment of Krishna's love for Srimati. Certainly Vrindavan is the most dearmost thing for Krishna. In Vrindavan, all Brajavasis are the dearmost. In Brajavasis, Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda, cowhead boys, they are the dearmost. More than that is the gopis of Vrindavan, and more than in the gopis of Vrindavan, Srimati Radharani is the most dearmost. So, embodiment of Krishna's love for Srimati Radharani. The manifestation of topmost sentiments of love is called Mahabhav. What is called? The manifestation of topmost sentiments of love, that is called Mahabhav. So when Krishna was in Dwaraka, he was feeling intense separation from Radharani. So in the ecstasy of Mahabhav, his eyes became wide, his hands and legs went inside, just like a tortoise, how the tortoise takes inside. So this form of Lord Jagannath, this is also called as Mahabhav Prakash. He's showing that Mahabhav Prakash. And because Jagannath is feeling separation from Radharani, this form is also called as Radha Viraha Vidhura. It's also called as Radha Viraha. This is very high, we enjoy Rath Yatra. Lord is sitting on the chariot. We enjoy pulling, dancing, chanting. But there is a very confidential meaning of this Rath Yatra. What is this Rath Yatra? Why this is happening? And how the Lord reciprocates with his pure devotees. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing, we will also discuss that. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing in front of Rath Yatra, how Jagannath and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are interacting each other. It is, common people cannot see that. What Jagannath is thinking and what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is thinking. So it's very intimate feelings, emotions between them. And so Radha Viraha Vidura, the embodiment of separation from Radha. What is Radha Viraha Vidura means? Embodiment of separation from Radha. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna, but in the mood of Radharani. as it is said, Radha Bhava Dyuti Suvalitam Naumi Krishna Swarupam. What is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's form? He is the embodiment of feelings of separation from Krishna. He is in the mood of Radharani. So therefore, Krishna's, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's form is Krishna Viraha Vidura. Jagannath's form is Radha Viraha Vidura. And Krishna's form is, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's form is Krishna Viraha Vidura. Maharaj says, Mahaprabhu is feeling pangs of separation from Krishna and always crying. Gaurang Mahaprabhu is crying for Krishna and Jagannath is crying for Radha. So in Puri, there are two crying gods, Jagannath and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There are two gods who are crying. Jagannath is crying for Radha. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is crying for Krishna. Imagine, and both are in front of each other. They're face to face. Jagannath is crying for Radharani, whose mood is taken by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is crying for Krishna, who is Lord Jagannath. So imagine when both of them come together, when two high tension wires come together, what happens? You are understanding what I am saying? Am I clear? So two crying forms are there in Jagannath Kshetra. Therefore, this Kshetra is called as Vipralamba Kshetra. What is Jagannath Puri? Vipralamba Kshetra or Crying Kshetra. It's also called Crying Kshetra. Krishna Viraha Vidura and Radha Viraha Vidura. Two Viraha Viduras meet together in Purushottam Kshetra. You should understand who is Gaura and who is Jagannath and the strange meeting between these two. Gaura is crying for Krishna and Jagannath is crying for Radha. Two are crying in ecstatic mood of Mahabhav. This is what is happening in Jagannath Puri. In Jagannath Puri, there is no, in the worship of Lord Jagannath, they have no scriptures like we do worship here based on Narada Pancharatra, right? And in Sri Vaishnava temples, they do worship according to Vaikhanasa Agama Shastras. So in Jagannath Puri, there is no book on which book basis they do worship. And Jagannath likes it. Whatever they worship, Jagannath likes it. In fact, once Ramanujacharya had visited there, and he found these people are doing worship just according to their whims without any reference from the books. And in that same night, Jagannath lifted him and transferred him to Kurma Kshetra. No, I like whatever they are doing, you don't come and change anything. No, I am liking what they are doing. So that is Jagannath. Now, Lord Prabhupada says, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw Jagannath, he saw that the Lord was with his sister Subhadra and was not holding a flute in his hand. Jagannath is Krishna. So absorbed in the ecstasy of gopis, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wished to see Lord Jagannath in his original form as Tribhanga Shyam Sundar Krishna. So his desire to see that form was always increasing, just as Srimati Radharani talked inconsistently with a bumblebee in the presence of Uddhava. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his ecstasy talked crazily and inconsistently day and night. And Mahaprabhu, he would sing romantic love songs when Rath Yatra was happening to Lord Jagannath. In the mood of Radharani, who sang that same songs for Krishna in Kurukshetra. In Kurukshetra, when there was a solar eclipse, Vasudeva, Devaki, Krishna, Balaram, Subhadra and all the Dwarkavasis went there. At the same time, from Vrindavan, Nandabab, Yashoda, Radharani and all the gopis, they also had gone to participate in some rituals. At that time, the Vrajvasis saw Krishna. Right? At that time, when in that feeling of separation, Radharani spoke some songs, towards Krishna, and that songs Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was singing in Rath Yatra. Now, during Rath Yatra, there's a nice communication that happens between Lord Jagannath and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, before this I will tell you one story, how this Rath Yatra started, when it started, who started. So as you all know that recently we celebrated Snan Yatra, right? This was also called as Jagannath's birthday. So about Jagannath Puri, about Lord Jagannath, it is mentioned in Skanda Puran. Which Puran? Skanda Puran. And this is the biggest of all the Puranas. How many Puranas we have? 18. Biggest is Skanda Puran, and Skanda Puran has lot of information about different holy places. You take any holy place, almost you will find that reference in Skanda Puran. About Tirupati or Dwaraka or Puri, any holy place, most of the holy places you will find in Skanda Puran. It's the biggest Puran. So in that, there is a description about Jagannath Puri. There is one Khand called Utkala Khanda. Now Orissa is also called as Utkala Desh, right? So in that, it is mentioned about Lord Jagannath, about Puri, right? So this appearance of the Lord on Snan Purnima day, this happened in Satyayuga of which Manu? Swayambhu Manu. How many Manus we have? 14 Manus. Right? Right now which Manu is going on? Which Manu? 7th Manu. Name of the Manu? Vaivasvata Manu. So before this there were 6 Manus. So in that first Manu was Swayambhu Manu. In that Swayambhu Manu's time, in one Satyayuga, this happened. The Lord appeared there. It's very ancient. So, in that first part of Satyayuga, in the Swayambhu Manvantara, the Lord appeared. And this is about appearance of the Lord. And then, in the second part of the Manvantara, Swayambhu Manvantara, in the first part Lord appeared. In the second part, Brahma installed the deities in the temple. Okay. So if you calculate what is the inauguration of Lord Jagannath in Puri, this is almost equal to 15 crores 34 lakhs years ago. That many years ago. This is according to Skanda Puran. But according to modern calculations, it is something different. Now, when Rath Yatra began? Rath Yatra began in Swarochisha Manu's time. Who was the previous Manu. During his time, Rath Yatra started. So we have 14 Manus, right? Now 7th Manu is going on. So I am speaking according to the authority, whatever the authority has spoken. So the Jagannath Leelas are all inconceivable. So, yeah, Swarochisha Manu is the which Manu? Not 6th, wait. After first Manu, it is, second Manu is Swarochisha Manu, not 6th. Second is Swarochisha. Third is Uttama, then Tamasa, then Raivata, then Chakshusha, and 7th is Vaivasvata. After Vaivasvata, it is Savarni, Daksha Savarni, Brahma Savarni, Dharma Savarni, Rudra Savarni, and Deva Savarni. Total 14 Manu. So Swarochisha is the second Manu. So in the second Manu's time, this Rath Yatra started. According to Skanda Puran, Rath Yatra began during his reign. So that was Satyuga, and Rath Yatra has been continuing till now. It started in the second Manvantara. And it is mentioned that this will continue, this Rath Yatra will continue until the end of second Parardha, that is half period of Brahma's life. So Brahma's lifetime is 100 years, not our 100 years, but Brahma's 100 years. So Rath Yatra will continue to go on for another half-time life of Brahmaji. That means till this universe is there, this Rath Yatra will continue. It's an eternal thing. This is a little information about history of Rath Yatra. Now, once in 3rd century BC, we are speaking about now, there was a king in South India, in the Dravida Desh. His name was Pandya Vijaya. What is his name? Pandya Vijaya. He has a priest, his name was Deveshwara, who was a great devotee of Lord Vishnu. So following the priest's instruction, this Pandya Vijaya established Sanatana Dharma all over all over his kingdom, because at that time Buddhism was prevalent. So at that time he also preached and re-established this Sanatana Dharma. So this Pandya Vijaya reached Jagannath Puri, and he saved the deities of Lord Jagannath, and he took these deities from the Buddhist attack, from Buddhists were, they caught hold of these deities. So he released the deities from them and he took away. And he placed these deities, he rescued them and put them on the Ratha and started Rath Yatra. And he has taken them from Neelachala to Sundarachala. And there was a nice garden there. The Lord would take rest there. So after some days, this Pandya Vijaya put the deities back on the Ratha and bring them back to Neelachala. So that is how Rath Yatra started at that time. Then, according to Skanda Puran, we already discussed, it already started many years back. Just like Krishna told, I spoke Bhagavad Gita to Sun God. It was coming down the line, it is broken, and again I restarted, something like that. It was already started long back, and again it started. So this function, this festival, where the deities of Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, they are taken onto the Rath, this came to be known as Pandu Vijaya. What was the name of the king? Pandya Vijaya. So the festival became as Pandu Vijaya. And then later on, this Pandu Vijaya became Pandi Vijaya. And then now we call it as Pandi. Now you understood why we call this Pandi? Anyone knows what is the meaning of Pandi? What is this Pandi? We only know dung 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 they beat. So it was actually Pandu Vijaya, then Pahandi Vijaya, then Pahandi. No? It's like that. So we'll just discuss about interaction between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Lord Jagannath. So it's a beautiful, analysis by our acharyas. So in Rath Yatra, Lord Jagannath gets defeated. How Lord Jagannath gets defeated? Who defeats Lord Jagannath? Who can defeat Lord Jagannath? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu defeats Lord Jagannath. How? So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sings this, in the mood of Radharani, he would sing this love songs in front of Lord Jagannath, right? In fact, he tells to Swarup Damodar to recite. So Swarup Damodar would recite. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would rhythmically, he would dance and chant. So Mahaprabhu would dance where? In front of the Ratha, right? Or back? Where? Front or back? Front, no? He is dancing everywhere. Okay. But you see that painting, BBT painting, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where he is dancing? In front of the Rath, right? So the car of Lord Jagannath begins to move slowly, while Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes ahead and dances in front. While dancing and singing, all the devotees in front of Lord Jagannath kept their eyes on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then went to the end of the procession with the Kirtan performers, his eyes and mind fully absorbed in Lord Jagannath. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would raise his hands and he would dance in ecstasy. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would dance in ecstasy like this, he would sometimes fall in that Mahabhav, and he would become unconscious in that bhav. At that time, what happens? Jagannath Rath will stop. Then, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes he gets up and goes ahead. Then Jagannath's cart will again start moving. So Jagannath wants to go, but Mahaprabhu would stop it with his, he would go into ecstasy and he would, and Rath has to stop there because Mahaprabhu has fallen unconscious. So this sort of competition between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Jagannath in seeing who would lead. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so strong that he made Jagannath wait in his cart. So this is how when the Rath Yatra and the Jagannath's Rath, it would stop for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then, like after giving up the company of gopis in Vrindavan, Krishna went to Mathura and then to Dwaraka. Then once he came to Kurukshetra, then at that time Brajvasis, they meet Krishna. So at that time, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was assuming that form of Srimati Radharani in Kurukshetra when he was doing this Rath Yatra. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's leading Lord Jagannath towards Gundicha temple corresponded to Srimati Radharani's leading Krishna towards Vrindavan. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu speaks to Lord Jagannath like this: you are the same Krishna and I am the same Radharani. These are all intimate exchanges. We are meeting again in the same way that we met in the beginning of our lives. Although we are both the same, what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, although we are both are Krishna, but the moods are different. My mind is still attracted to Vrindavan. I wish that you please again appear with your lotus feet in Vrindavan. Kurukshetra is crowded with the people, elephants, horses, chariots, but in Vrindavan there are flower gardens, humming of the bees and chirping of the birds can be heard. In Kurukshetra you are dressed like a royal prince with so many warriors, but in Vrindavan you appear just like a cowherd boy, accompanied only by your beautiful flute. Here in Kurukshetra there is not even a drop of transcendental happiness that I enjoyed in Vrindavan. So therefore I request you to come to Vrindavan and enjoy the pastimes. If you do so, my ambition is fulfilled. So this was the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And you saw that painting of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the front of Rath Yatra, how it is? It's like this, right? Legs are dancing and the hands are like this. You saw that? Remember that painting? You know what is the meaning of that? Why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is doing like this? You know? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is indicating to Lord Jagannath, who is Krishna, who is forgetting the inhabitants of Vrindavan. You have forgotten us, so please come to Vrindavan. That is the meaning of his gesture. You have forgotten, you are forgetting the inhabitants of Vrindavan. Please come, please remember us, please come. That is the meaning of his gesture. So, Jagannath sometimes fall behind the dancing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to indicate to Srimati Radharani that he had not forgotten. Chaitanya Prabhu would say, you have forgotten us. But Jagannath, he would stop and tell, no, I have not forgotten you, I am there. So these are very high, people like us, it's very difficult to understand these things. What is the mood of Vrindavan Vasis, Radharani, Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So these are very high. So this Rath Yatra, as we discussed, this represents Krishna, Vrindavan Vasis, bringing Krishna back to Vrindavan, right? Bringing Krishna back to Vrindavan. So Rath Yatra happens all over the world, but not in Vrindavan. Have you seen ISKCON Vrindavan Rath Yatra? No. Yeah, they may celebrate in Mathura, but not in Vrindavan, because where you are taking this Ratha to? Vrindavan, no? Now you are, some people, some devotees answered, Rath Yatra, Lord want to see everyone. His eyes are so big, he wanted to bless everyone. That is all correct. But as a devotee, we should know what is the meaning of this Rath Yatra. So therefore, Rath Yatra doesn't happen in Vrindavan, because we are taking Krishna where? We are taking Krishna to Vrindavan. So in Vrindavan, where you will take Krishna? So that's already Vrindavan. So residents of Vrindavan, so they would not, they would not do this. So there is no Rath Yatra in Vrindavan because Rath Yatra means taking Krishna from Kurukshetra to Vrindavan. But Krishna is always in Vrindavan. Krishna is Vrindavanam parityaja padam ekam na gacchati. He would not make even one step out of Vrindavan. So in this way, Rath Yatra, it's quite deep, if you see the Acharya's understanding of this Rath Yatra, it's quite deep, intimate exchange of moods, exchange of love between Krishna and Radharani as Lord Jagannath and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In our Gaudiya Vaishnava perspective, we are speaking. Okay. So, thank you very much. I'll stop here. If you have any questions, you can ask. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Yeah,
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu. So, Jagannath.
Put the mic in the mouth. At the mouth. They are switching on it. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, the Jagannath Leela happened during Krishna's times 5,000 years ago. But the Rath Yatra festival started long back during Swayambhu Manu.
Jagannath,
so
Jagannath is eternal. Jagannath form is eternal. Jagannath form is eternal.
Yeah,
Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, the forms are eternal.
Okay. So the Leela happened in Dwapar Yuga. But
Leela happens every millennium, it keeps happening.
Okay.
It will not happen only once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, you mentioned that in Swardosha Manu, Swardosh Manu, second Manu, this Rath Yatra started.
Yeah, as per the authoritative statements.
And we heard this story about Indradumna Sai Maharaj and Gundicha Mata. And then Lord Jagannath asked, what you want? Then Indradumna told that I want no son. Then Lord Jagannath told, I became your son. And then Gundicha Mata asked, so will you come to my home? Then he told, every year for 7 days, 10 days, I'll come to your home. And that's how Lord Jagannath came to Gundicha house every day.
Yeah,
this we heard.
That is also true.
So that time only then it must have started.
That we cannot say which time. That is true, that much we know.
Because from that time only Jagannath is coming there.
Yes,
Gundicha
that is true. There is nothing wrong in that.
So how both things contradict?
We need not worry about that. You just be happy enjoying Rath Yatra. Our brain is so small, why you want to understand this? Okay, Hare Krishna. So, we have few pranam mantras of Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra. I will chant, you can just repeat after me. Jagannath's pranam. Deva Deva Jagannatha Prapannarti Vinashana Trahimam Pundari Kaksha Patitam Bhavasagare Namaste Jagadadhara Jagat Atman Namostute Kaivalya Trigunatita Gunanjana Namostute Karunamrita Pathodhi Sudhamne Namo Namaha Dinodharaika Guhyaya कृपापाथोदये नमः। परित्राहि जगन्नाथ दीनबन्धो नमोऽस्तुते। निस्तीर्णोऽहं भवाम्बोधिं प्राप्य त्वं तरणीं सुखाम्। Now Baladeva's pranam. Namaste tu halagrama, namaste mushalayudha, namaste revati kanta, namaste bhaktavatsala, namaste balinam shrestha, नमस्ते धरणीधरा। प्रलम्बारे नमस्ते तु त्राहि मां कृष्णपूर्वज। सुभद्रा माता's प्रणाम। देवी त्वं विष्णुमायापि मोहयन्ति चराचरम्। हृत्पद्मासन संस्थासि विष्णुभावानुसारिणी। जय देवी भक्तिदात्री प्रसीद परमेश्वरी। जय देवी सुभद्रे त्वं सर्वेषां भद्रदायिनी। सुदर्शन प्रणाम। सुदर्शन महाज्वाला कोटि सूर्य समप्रभा। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धानां वैकुण्ठाब्ध प्रदर्शक। नमस्ते नित्यविलसद् वैष्णवास्त्र निकेतन। अवार्यवीर्यं यद्रूपं विष्णोस्तत्प्रणमाम्यहम्। जय श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा सुदर्शन की। श्रील प्रभुपाद की। ताई गौर प्रेमानंदे।
जय।